I don't give a fuck about... What was it? That's not how you... Yeah, perfect. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
No, yeah. I just see the perfect... The perfect shit. Yeah. Forgot to do this before? Okay. Well, that's pretty bad. How would you forget to follow Tabby live? I don't know.
True. Speaking of which, shout out to Abby.
Wow, Queen gave me a shout out.
We're gonna snooze that.
Oh my gosh, I got a DM. Oh no, it was my own stream. Oh, never mind. That was so sad. Me. Cleo, do you want to play MCCI with me? Because Queen hates me and it's gonna leave me.
What the heck? That's a lie. That is a literal. That's a lie. I've been nothing but supportive, I swear.
No, fuck you then.
You'll never play MCCI. That's
I do too. Great.
That's what I think. Okay, Tabby, I'm gonna go end my stream so you can start yours. Okay. Thank you for joining.
And your stream.
It was a lot of fun.
Okay, yeah, it was fun. Yeah, it was fun. Yeah, it was fun. Sure. When balls. I saw what you did. What did I do? Wait, what did I do? What did I do? What? Did I do something bad? What did I do? No, what did I do? James told me. What did I do? What did I do? I did nothing. As far as I know. What the fuck? I can't say? Oh, fuck. I'm gonna kill James, actually. I did nothing. I really don't care. Okay, that's fine. I was so scared for a second. Oh my gosh. I was so fucking scared that you were gonna be like, Tabby, I fucking hate you now. And then you were gonna dox me. Wait, I'm up here on Queen's. Okay. I'm gonna kill James either way, okay? I'm gonna kill James. Thank you, Queen Quartz, for the raid. Who's Queen Quartz? I don't know Queen Quartz. Huh, weird. Who is Queen Quartz? Who's Queen Quartz? Guys, I don't know any Queen Quartz. It's kind of weird that she's raiding me, but like, sure, whatever. No, it's fine. It's fine. Oh, okay. She's in a BC with me. I don't know why she's putting a raid. She's in a freaking BC with me. Why is she putting a raid? Raid? Oh, hi, Queen.
I think about a raid.
Oh, really? I didn't see. I didn't see.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah. Tabby, I mean it genuinely when I say I have no energy, and I think I need to go.
No, wait a second. I need to take the raid. Okay. Thank you, Queen, for the raid. You're so kind. Thank you so much. Okay. I just think the raid. Yeah.
Tabby, I think. Do you remember my name, or I think? Did you forget, or you know? You know, actually, no, never mind. It's fine. Just go on. Yeah. I think I'll be going now.
Bye bye. 3%.
3%.
3%.
What does that mean?
You said you were in 3%.
Oh, true. Yeah, I am on 3%. Okay, I'm probably now on like 2.5. Okay, bye-bye.
Charge yourself. Bye. Leave.
Bye. Oh, bye.
Bye, Queen. I love you. I love you. Poor Queen. Poor Queen. Poor Queen. Anyways, guys. Queen left me. What am I supposed to do now? I was gonna like actually fuck. I was gonna to kidnap Queen into my stream, but now I can't because she's at like a dying percent. I don't know what that means, but should I join? Theo, you should join. You should join, Theo. You should join. 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 You should join, Theo. You should join. Please join. Please. Like, you know, you just have to do like couple of buttons. Press play, and then we can have great time together and bully you for leaking. Fuck you! I had no idea it was in admin only, okay? I thought it was like general thing. And then when I said it, James was like, no, too late, you have to tell me now. And he told me he wouldn't tell you, but I fucking hate him now. I'm never gonna tell him anything in my entire fucking life. Don't leak more. I will if you don't join. I will start leaking if you don't join. You're streaming them? Okay, and? And? I can assure you that no one that watches me knows what I'm talking about. Please stop talking. Okay. No mic stream because Theo told me so.
Can I talk now? Please. I'll leak our DMS. Just say yes. Theo coulds please. Theo clouds please. I will leak our DMS. Fuck you then.
You. Okay. Oh no! Wait. Wait.
Fuck you.
Okay. Enough. Enough of the beat. Enough of the beat. No one tells me what to do. No one tells me what to do. Or no one tells me what to do. No one tells me what to do. Guys, how do I get rid of a weirdo? Any suggestions? Any like no? Be kidding. Okay, whatever. No, it's fine, guys. It's not like... Wait. I could have sworn I saw pink. I could have sworn I saw pink. Like, actually, I saw pink. I don't know what's happening to me. I saw pink. And I saw something... blink. Am I losing my mind? Am I losing my mind? Guys? Am I losing my mind? Maybe it's because I've been playing... Oh, I have to play a lot of battle box. Ooh. That's not good. Okay. It's just one more, I think. No, it's fine. No, it's okay. It's completely okay. It's like perfectly fine. It's definitely a-okay. You know when things are okay, things are okay. That's what I always say. Things are okay. I just need to get a good kit. I just need to kill some people, and then I can get the fuck off this server. Yay! Yeah, no, it's fine. No, I using the text to speech really just did not help me because I was speaking a lot and then I stopped talking and then I forgot how to speak and now I don't know how speaking works and words are difficult, difficult words, like it's a difficult word. The word, it's so difficult to say. Like, why would you make a word like the most simple thing that you'll ever have to say is like word? Why would you make it word? Oh shit. Sup, me? How are you? How are you? I am doing great, good, funny. Yes, I am not doing great and good. I actually forgot how to speak. Queen abandoned me, and she told me she was gonna help me finish my quest. And then she was like, "No, I'm gonna go sleep now. It's 3 p.m. Who sleeps at 3 p.m.? Actually, I sleep at 3 p.m. That's okay. I sleep whenever I want." I actually hate that potion. Not gonna lie, I actually hate that potion. I'm good. Yeah. Yeah. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. I love killing people. It's so fun. In Minecraft. Yes. Yes, yes. Yes, 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 yes. Yay. Daily quest completed. Fucking finally. I will not have to end myself. It's actually pretty early stream. I usually don't stream live now. Guys, I'm just telling people that I'm live so they know. They'll join and they'll see that I cannot speak and they will instantly leave. It's gonna be awesome, don't worry about it. Oops. Nope, not doing that. No, no, no. Where are they? Where are they? Where are they? Where are they? No, 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 no. No, no, not really. No, not what I was picturing in my mind when I like, can I put blocks here? No, I can't. But at least I tried. Guys, that's what's important, that you try. You tried your best. And I tried my best. And look at that. Boom, boom. Now I just have to play that stupid game people call Tuk-Tos because they are so creative and shit. Can you leave me alone, actually? Because you're starting to make me uncomfortable. It's against my boundaries to blink when you are not... you don't need me. It's actually against my boundaries. So think about that, game. Think about that. MCC Island freaking did not respect my boundaries. That's what it is. MCCI did not respect my boundaries. Look, guys, I love seeing this. I can make fun of my friends. Fuck, I didn't make it in time. I know, but do you survive? Just don't. It's a matter that's wrong. It's the trip. Guys, I'm gonna be honest. I hate this music. Like, no, I don't hate it. I can actually, yeah, I can do that. I don't hate it, but I would really prefer if I could use music that's CMC8. Cause it's not one life, right? No, it's like people punching each other, and I was like, oh, shit, this is one life. Oh my gosh. What was I talking about? I fucking hate it. It's just fucking hate it. Fucking hate it. Wait, I'm gonna make it like that. So just to be sure, just you know. Go kitty, go kitty. Wait, do you guys think we can watch something like? I'm just so chubby. I'm so. We can watch. Guys, should I do the thing that? No. What did I do to my mouse? Fuck. Look at that. Mouse is moving. Now it's moving faster. One more, and there you go. There you go. I think that's what I usually use for mouse. Yeah, perfect. Yeah, that is true. You need to buy Subway Surfers. Oh, that's a good idea. Wait. Subway Surfers gameplay. That's a great idea. And then I'm gonna start playing Am I the A-hole? Actually, I can just play like the videos and we can talk about it. I'm gonna do that actually. So you guys know. I'm actually gonna do that. Just give me a second to finish this thing. Am I the A-hole? Okay, let's see. 1 hour of interesting Reddit stories. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Perfect. We're gonna react to these Wait, I didn't know I got a queen sub. You're a queen sub now. If you're sub to Tabby, you have to be sub to queen. Okay.
What did the weird kid in your school do that you'll never forget? This was at university, which makes this even weirder.
Okay.
I studied geology, so we went on a lot of field trips. One time we went to Spain and I noticed this rather strange girl had a tally chart in the back of her notebook. Now, this girl was odd. She wore all black clothes that were clearly not washed very well. She had bright ginger hair and would wear huge spiky plastic jewelry that was usually bright orange. Like big spiky plastic necklaces or bracelets. She would pick her nose aggressively in class kind of girl.
Oh.
Anyway, I asked some of the other girls if they knew what the tally in her notebook was about, and they said that she was counting the amount of time she had successfully taken a piss while standing up. I don't know about you, but I found this fascinating. I started casually following her one day on our field trip in Spain, and sure enough, she would find somewhere she thought was discreet. It wasn't discreet, I saw everything. She would take her pants fully off and take a mean piss standing up, the whole time with a demonic smile on her face. Crap was scary. Then she puts her pants back on, gets out her notebook to add another tally mark, then saunters off into the Spanish wilderness to do more geology. It was almost as disgusting as it was mesmerizing. So, one day we had a day off to relax and do what we wanted, so everyone agreed we would go to Madrid for the day, so we all get on a big coach and set off. The drive is like 2 hours. 30 minutes in, she starts mumbling to herself about needing the toilet, everyone around her going quiet as she becomes more agitated. Eventually she jumped up and waddled down the aisle to ask the driver to stop. After a bit of arguing and Spanish shouting from the driver, we pull over. The bus doors open, she walks back up the aisle and gets off using the door halfway down the bus. She takes 3 steps away from the door and starts digging a hole like an effing badger in heat. Now at this point I think deep down I knew what was about to happen. She's about to take a massive piss right here in front of everyone as the ultimate win/fu to her classmates she clearly hated, but boy I was wrong. She finished digging her hole. It was quite impressive given how dry the ground was. She turned herself away from the bus, dropped her trousers and took a squat over the hole. What is this?
No.
Maybe she's too shy for a stand-up piss. Nope. Out comes the most horrific crap from her pasty white butt.
No.
Like gallons of it. I've never seen so much.
Way.
The hole she dug, whilst impressive, was not sufficient for the brown mass that spewed forth.
No way.
Finished, wiped her butt with a small piece of tissue she had in her pocket and got back on the bus, with the same maniacal grin I saw her have with a wild piss.
No fucking way.
Our professors just staring at each other, clearly thinking what the F just happened. Jim, did that girl seriously just unleash a turd tsunami in front of 40 people? The rest of the journey was just silence. I think we were all in shock. We get to Madrid and everyone slowly gets off the bus. A crap girl starts saying again that she needs the toilet and everyone turns to look at her. Her bright orange trousers are soaking wet, like she'd been swimming. One of the other students said, "Jesus Christ, what the hell happened?" And casually as anything, she turns to him and says the bus ride was too long. I pissed myself a few times at this point I'm losing my mind. What the F, lady? You stopped the bus so you could decimate the landscape? You couldn't have pissed then? You might as well have. I mean everyone saw your massive dump. I don't think a quick piss would have bothered anyone. Seriously. Anyway, 2 girls took pity and carted her off to a public toilet. The rest of us went to a few museums and had a great day, but it was hard to enjoy, to be quite honest. Madrid's Natural History Museum didn't have the same jovial atmosphere after watching a grown woman crap and piss herself.
Yeah.
What is the most memorable interaction you had with a customer? He wasn't completely hammered, but I'll share my favorite interaction I've had with a bar guest that honestly was a huge eye-opener to how to live my own life instead.
Let's hope this next one is not that weird.
Concept. We have a lot of different things going on throughout the week, so some nights it goes from a nice place to grab food and drinks for dinner, to straight-up dance club / high-volume bar.
Oh.
I love it because it's just a glorious, well-executed, and managed crap show, so walking it always keeps me on my toes. Anyways, getting off topic. We do trivia on Sunday and Monday nights in our table taps. Big tubes of beer that sit on the table or bar so everyone can pour their own beer. Are half-priced all night. So we were a fairly new establishment and we were still getting a lot of new people in to see what all the fuss was about. This guy comes in and he's probably late 40s, normal looking guy. My first thought was he looks like a friend of mine's dad. I'm fairly observant and noticed his hands look like those belonging to someone who is in construction, or some sort of manual labor type profession. Nothing wrong with physical labor. I've done the work myself. I just sort of scan people naturally and harmlessly in my head, put them into a certain stereotype and then try to see if it holds up. I love it when the negative stereotypes don't hold up. I had been trying to work on not being so judgy, which I could have been like this guy's probably gonna be a typical sort of construction guy whatever. I told him about the special and that it actually comes out cheaper to buy the beer tower at half price than drink 3 of the large beers. He wasn't overly grumpy or snarky, just very short with his answers. Just seemed like he didn't want to talk much. If you want to listen I'll talk, that's for sure. So I talked him into the tower. He watched whatever sports games were on the TVs, drank some beer, and ate some food. Eventually he loosens up and gets to talking about how he just moved back in the area in the last few months after living in New Orleans for 25 years. As we're talking about New Orleans, a classic rock song, might have been Led Zeppelin, they're one of my favorites so we'll say Ramble On came on and I said ooh. This is a great song. So we start talking about music and he mentions he lived right outside of some fairgrounds in New Orleans and his wife and daughter would walk down the street to concerts that would come through. Widespread Panic was one band he mentioned that stood out and sort of bonded us because I had just seen them at Hangout Fest in Gulf Shores not long before this night, and we both liked some of the same bands. Throughout our conversation
this is not interesting.
Mention, well yeah my daughter's normally with me during this time, but she's in college now and down in Florida on spring break. Which I mistook for a
Tell me something interesting.
Anyway, Maria and I are talking. We have very little in common. I like sports and music. She likes to do very little and read. I should point out here, Maria was absolutely stunning. At the time a solid 10 whereas I sat somewhere around a 5 pushing a 6. All good. This goes on for a few weeks. I like her. She's funny, gorgeous and I was quite happy, basically sitting looking at her. This all takes place during summer holidays. Anyway school comes around me one of my best friends are sat in our electronics class. We picked it for our GCSEs and we were starting our projects that week, and he says I bet you 20 pounds and a packet of whatever it is you're smoking that you can't make you and Maria official. I took it as a joke and said yeah whatever man you're on. So for the next few weeks we were getting on well. We started meeting up earlier than the others and going hanging out on our own. By this point she'd found out that I liked her. But guys being guys my friends never mentioned if it was mutual. We had each other's phone numbers as well and would text all the time. This was back in 2004. We didn't have WhatsApp or iMessage, etc. We had 10p texts and a pay-as-you-go phone. Anyway, fast forward about 3 more weeks. We've sort of fallen into being a couple. We've not told anyone as we're kind of just confused about it.
Like, I don't know why they would start with that story and then just go ahead and put like a cute story about this guy and lady they. What am I looking? They just she had a piss. She's okay. Okay, I think got timed out. So it's true, okay? Yeah, it's fine. What's not fine was that story, like, guys. Wait, what's happening? I think this story kind of killed my PC. It's okay though. No, it's fine. Okay, here we go. Please tell me this is gonna be that horrible.
Am I the asshole for telling the truth at my best friend's wedding?
No, I want yeah. TikTok ones are interesting. What is that, guys?
But he's still paying off his doctorate degree. Down on my the fact, despite me exact. I, 26-year-old female, work a corporate job at a major fast food chain. I won't say the exact title, but I don't work at an office and spend most of my time visiting and coaching stores and associates. Because of this, my family seems to be under the impression that my job is a loser job, despite me making well over $150,000 a year. I think this perception is exasperated by the fact that I'm a frugal person who doesn't tend to surround myself with.
No, I need good story times. these? Oh, scary Reddit. Oh no, it's like podcast, and I don't want to hear podcast right now. Guys, I usually get a lot of these. Oh, there you go.
What is the most fucked up thing you have seen? When I was about 9, my friend Jason called to say he was coming over. This was the 80s, so no cell phones. So, after he was taking way too long to get there, I called. His grandma said he just left a little bit ago. So, I waited, he still didn't show. We lived in a dangerous part of town in Section 8, and so I started to get nervous again. He was only a block away, why would it take so long? I called Grandma again and she was like, well, maybe he saw a friend on the way, check outside. So, I did. I went outside and his dead body was by the entrance to the building. His coat and shoes were gone. It seems someone murdered a little boy for his fucking stuff. I had the pleasure of discovering him and testifying at the guy's grand jury later. Car accident OMW home from work. I stopped to call 911 and got out to check on people. The guy the first had checked on was holding his intestines in his lap. I don't have a clue how I was able to stay composed for his sake, telling him everything was fine. It was just a scratch, yada yada. When I was 13, I saw my best friend get plowed by a car when he was crossing the street. The side he started at had backed up traffic and so you couldn't see the other side of the road. Alex just walked right across without looking and a guy in a Buick sedan nailed him. He flew over the end of the car. He tried to get up, but when he did, both of his femurs snapped. I think that's when he passed out. I stumbled upon a video of my dad eating out my mom. It's been 26 years and I still cannot get it out of my head. I was trying to find a home video of me swimming at high school championships. Instead, I got the worst bleep of all time. What's your best it's not what it looks like story? Senior year of high school, end of the year, and it's been balls hot for days and for some reason the AC isn't working. I have this pain in my taint and scrotum area and I'm complaining about it to my friend next to me in biology class. I really don't want to go tell the nurse or have a parent look at it, so I ask my friend if he'll take a peek. This was before everyone had a cell phone with a camera to do this sort of thing. He says, sure bro, I got you. The teacher tells us to split into pairs to quiz each other with flashcards for the final and then excuses himself to the bathroom. My friend and I pair up and head to the back of the lab where there's a walk-through office to the next lab and close the door behind us and move out of sight of the windowed doors, and I drop my shorts and undies and he squats down to take a look as I move my junk up and out of the way for a clear view. In walks the teacher because he wanted to grab his water bottle out of the office on his way back from the bathroom. I'm standing facing him and my friend is squatting in front of me, definitely looking like he's blowing me from the teacher's perspective. Teacher freezes and can't find words as I rush to cover myself and my friend turns around and blurts out, I'm not sucking it, I'm just looking. Teacher backs out of the office and won't look either of us in the eye for the last week of school. What is the pettiest reason you can't date someone? My boss's daughter's ex-BF broke up with her because they had a Dyson and he said he wouldn't be able to keep up with her extravagant lifestyle. She had the same name as my mom. His last name was Pfister. She ate pizza with her hands. No, not like you think. She would scoop up the toppings in a messy pile and like an animal, claw them up and eat them, then rip the bread and eat it. We were at a fancy Italian place and I got horrified. He ate with closed fists around his utensils like a toddler and his face right up to his food like someone was going to steal it. I had a guy break up with me in high school because God told him to. I was like, okay, guess I can't argue with that one. She had a large tattoo of a half-zombie girl on her back. When doing her from behind, it'd feel like the tattoo's eyes were on me the whole time and it gave me the creeps. It's one of the very few moments where I felt like I needed to make up an excuse to peace out. It was hard AF, actively trying not to lose my erection when that happened, so no regrets about weaseling my way out. My wife once told me she couldn't be with someone who wasn't around the same level of intelligence as she. I have no idea how I'm going to keep it a secret that I'm a fucking idiot the rest of our lives. Photographers of Reddit, what is the most outrageous photo shoot request you have received from an Instagram influencer? Had an influencer try to set up a shoot with me.
Yeah,
when I mentioned my price, she was shocked because
stories?
she was under the assumption that I was going to pay her for some reason. Someone asked me to shoot her entire wedding, a full day, an engagement photo shoot underwater and some honeymoon shot somewhere. All for exposure. I straight up said no, politely, and she kicked off in a patronizing way asking me if she knew who she was and what it would do for my career. She had about 10k less followers than I did and I don't even do weddings as I had pointed out, so it wasn't even in my best interest even if she had millions of followers. Oh, and an influencer guy asked me to do a nude photo shoot for him for free. I declined but wished him luck. He then sent a duck pic. I reported him. Had someone asked me to do more than a week of videography for them and create a promo video for $200, not a day for the whole week. Influencer asked me to shoot, and before I even had the chance to give her my prices, she decided to give me hers. Over $300 for ME to shoot with her for 30 minutes. One of her main selling points was she could teach me how to leverage and grow my social media. Girl was 15. A bald guy asked me to Photoshop veins in his head to make his head look like a giant penis. He was some kind of businessman who was selling an audiobook. What's your best? Oh, you thought this was bad, it gets worse story. A buddy of mine was cat sitting for a friend of his while the guy was out of town on a vacation. My buddy didn't have a car, so the dude told him that if he needed to go out and pick up more cat food or anything, he could borrow the car. At the time, my buddy was living right down the street from this guy staying at his parents' house. So my buddy was just going over for a few hours each day to feed the cat and keep it company, then going back home. Meanwhile, he's also been flirting with this woman online. She lives several states away, but he feels like they seem to be getting pretty serious. So he decides to take some liberties, really push the envelope on where he'll pick up cat food from, and he takes his friend's car on a little multi-state road trip. This is insane, right? Just atrociously bad judgment, especially since someone does need to feed the cat. To solve this, he left his parents a note. It read, "I am camping in the woods behind our house. Please go over to blank and feed his cat.
Minecraft? Did I just get hacked?
Boom, problem solved, right? Except that the woods behind our house are about 20 yards deep. It takes less than 5 minutes to walk through them and come out into the neighboring housing development. So his parents went looking for him, calling out for him, and couldn't find him. They got worried and contacted a family friend, a local police officer.
That's so true.
He subsequently got a hold of the fire department. There was a full-on search party combing through about 1/50th of an acre of woods. Unsurprisingly, they were coming up with nothing. This was before cell phones were common, so my buddy was completely unaware that his plan had fallen apart. He was cruising along on his 12-hour drive, expecting to get to this girl's house just in time for dinner. Except he didn't have a GPS, so he got lost. Very lost. Like by the time he turned up at this woman's house, it was almost midnight. When he got there, she was crying her eyes out. He assured her that it was okay, he was fine, wasn't hurt or in a wreck or anything, he'd just gotten lost. And she said, no, I wasn't worried about you. My dad just died in a motorcycle accident. So he bailed on his cat-sitting duties, stole a car, and inspired his parents to file a missing persons just so he could awkwardly watch a woman cry for a few hours and then drive back home. So, April 1st tomorrow. What's the worst April Fool's prank you've either done or had done to you? I stayed up late and then switched the sugar with salt by the coffee.
Listen, I just want to play Minecraft, man. I don't know what's happening. I can't play Minecraft.
Am I the a-hole?
Okay.
Am I the a-hole for canceling
this
dinner when
this
my
one looks
boyfriend
better.
brought Belle to the diner to grab the staff's attention? This might sound bad, but I don't know if I was the butt here. I, a 30-year-old female, have been dating my boyfriend Red, a 31-year-old male, for 4 months. We live in different town and he's not from here. He's American living here. He usually visits on the weekends. This time I decided to visit his town and eat out at a diner. Rhett was already there when I arrived to the diner. We talked some, checked the menu, then when it was time to order, he pulled a small bell out of his jacket pocket, lifted it up, then started shaking it. It produced a loud,
that first story
sound.
definitely broke Minecraft.
I was so confused.
That's so true, man. That's so true.
Trying to get one of the waiter staff's attention. I said it was embarrassing and he should stop right then, but he kept shaking it. I cannot begin to explain the looks we received from everyone. I demanded him to stop, but he said not until someone came and took our order. I threatened to leave the place and cancel dinner if he wouldn't, and he kept doing it. Someone came already, but I'd already gotten up, took my purse and started making my way out. He followed me and started arguing about walking out, but I told him that I couldn't take being embarrassed by him, and he got upset and said that he didn't get why I thought the bell was embarrassing. Explained that it was a perfect solution for no longer be forced to wait till someone shows up. I asked if it was acceptable to do this in America, and he said yes, because it's a free country and people there usually don't give a crap, but I said it's inappropriate and embarrassing here. He said I was being too sensitive and overreacted over nothing. He insisted we go back inside, but I refused. We ended up leaving. He kept on about how I ruined dinner by canceling it and offending him by acting like his behavior is shameful. I said I had a right to give an opinion on what he's done even if he thought what he was doing, but he basically told me to get off my high horse and stop calling his genius idea embarrassing. He's been sulking for days now and wanting an apology. Maybe I overreacted. Maybe it's nothing.
No man, no girl.
It's just unacceptable. Reddit voted.
No, don't worry about it.
You're not the a-hole. Am I the a-hole for what I told my mother-in-law when she asked to be in the delivery room? My husband, a
What did you tell him?
33-year-old male, and I, a 30-year-old female, are expecting a baby.
The man's absolutely stupid. What? That's what I'm saying.
Ready. His mom, kind of a busybody type but can be helpful at times, invited us for dinner and said she has an important request to make. She brought her request up at dinner table and blatantly said that she wanted to be in the delivery room with me when I give birth. I was taken back by her request. I really thought it had something to do with the nursery or diaper brand. I said I was sorry, but only my mom and my husband will be there. She made a face, got quiet for a while, then brought it up again. Just kept pushing, saying she is as much of a grandmother as my mom and that she just wanted to be there for support and get the opportunity to see her grandbaby's first moments. My husband sided with her. I just stared at her and said, it's all right, you can have the opportunity to be in the delivery room when it's your son who's giving birth. Everyone stopped eating and my mother-in-law left the table in an instant. My husband had me got up, although I wasn't finished with dinner, but he said we should leave. In the car, he lost it on me, asking what brain cell made me think it was a good idea to tell his mom that. I told him his mom kept pushing after I'd already given her an answer. Still, he said this was the most effed up crap he heard me say. I replied that I was just frustrated and didn't mean to hurt her feelings and cause issues. He argued that if I don't want issues, then I should stop making crap difficult and just say yes to his mom's request. He then ranted about how it's his son too, and then said if his mom isn't allowed in there, then he won't be there too. Now I don't know if he really meant this or just said it in the heat of the moment, but it had me fuming. He's been ignoring me when I try to talk to him and act like
Okay, Minecraft is working again. That's
I might have gone too far
cool.
and created
That's
tension by
nice.
responding inappropriately. Am I the a-hole? There has been some tension between me, my husband, and his family lately. This probably blew up because of built-up resentment. Reddit voted. You are not the a-hole.
Okay.
Am I the a-hole for ruining my wife's work and eating the food before she could take pictures of it? My wife runs a website dedicated for cooking and recipes. She takes pictures of food before we
her
eat,
body
whether it's lunch or
position
dinner, and
exactly.
post them
Like,
on her
what the
Insta account.
fuck?
To be honest, I'm annoyed by having to wait so long for her to get the perfect shot of the food after decorating it, adding this fork and removing that salad dish. It just takes so long and I lose my appetite from just waiting till she's done. This has become the norm, but yesterday, I decided I was having none of it. I came to found that she has cooked an entire feast as her next cooking project and put it on the table. Note that by looking at the whole table setting, I figured pictures had already been taken, right? But no, she said she was going to take few pictures and I had to wait. She went upstairs to get her camera. That's when I grabbed the spoon and started filling my plate from every dish she's made and ruining the look as a result. I was hungry and unwilling to wait around for 10 plus minutes to eat. She came downstairs, saw the damage and blew up, almost crying, saying I just ruined her cooking project that she worked hours for as well as putting efforts into. I said I was hungry and couldn't wait, but she kept yelling how much of an obnoxious jerk I was for not waiting until she took pictures of the dishes she made.
No, yeah,
Even said that this
that
was
is
an
an asshole.
MPT of me to sabotage her success. I said, oh please, enough with those conspiracy theories. I'm just hungry and couldn't wait till she got the perfect shot. We had a big argument and she went upstairs crying. I finished my food, then went out to cool off a bit. When I returned, she'd threatened that she'll never have me eat anything she cooks and said she'd rather throw it in the garbage than give it to an ungrateful, obnoxious jerk like me. I said this wasn't cool, and she told me to go frick myself. I said fine, then went to spend the night in the guest room. She texted me the word jerk about 15 times till I turned my phone off. Today she has gone complete radio silence. Am I the a-hole? Reddit voted. You are. The
See,
a-hole.
you are the
Am I the
a-hole. I mean,
a-hole
she
for
spent all that
refusing
time
to
making a
give my
foot. Yeah,
ex-husband's
exactly. And it was for
girlfriend a
like
copy inheritance?
her career and
I'm a
everything. So,
58-year-old
bro,
female who was married to a man for
you're
16
hungry.
years and we had a son.
ask
After my
some
son was
delivery.
killed by
I
a
don't
drunk
know.
driver, we couldn't support each other.
Get
We divorced 6
delivery,
years
whatever.
ago. I moved to a different state and we haven't spoken since then. About a month ago, I was contacted by the executor of his will and informed of his death. His latest will was written about a year ago. When I was informed that he left me everything, except for $10,000 that he left to his girlfriend. They were together for 2 years and lived in the same house. Now his girlfriend is demanding that I surrender all of the inheritance to her. She says that I wasn't the one that was there for him when he was drowning in his grief, that I moved.
You know, hopefully just wait a bit longer and he'll be part of himself too.
Tell him while he was still
Exactly,
feeling guilt over the death of
exactly.
his
Like,
son.
what the fuck's the
I have
problem with that,
refused so
man?
far, but I still feel a bit guilty since I am planning to sell the house. Our marital house, I couldn't bear to stay in it after our son's death, so she will have to look for housing. She can't afford to, she doesn't have a job. Also, I make a good living and own a house outright, inherited from my parents. So am I the a-hole? Edit. Since this
To be
seems like a
honest, I
frequent
did
question,
not hear
I
any of
offered her
that
to stay
story.
in the house free of charge for the next 6 months before I put it on the market. Also, I offered her choice of whatever she wants to take from my ex's personal effects and house furniture she wants to take. That and the continued use of the car.
Wait,
Reddit
X?
voted. You are not the a-hole. Am I the a-hole for lashing out at my husband for using a picture of my son as his phone's home screen wallpaper? I got married to my husband 4 months ago. I have a 5-year-old son from my previous marriage and my husband adores him. We were out at the diner last night and I asked my husband for his phone to check payment options for our meal. I unlocked the screen and saw my son's pic set as the home screen wallpaper. I asked my husband how long it's been there and he said 2 months. I got upset and pointed out that it was not wise of him to use a pic of my son as his home screen wallpaper for strangers to see. He said pretty much, almost no one touches his phone so I shouldn't worry about my son's pic seen by strangers. I told him they don't have to touch his phone to see his iPhone home screen. He said I should relax because it's not like he posted it on social media and besides that he only used my son's pic as his home screen wallpaper to be able to look at him all the time because he misses him when he's at work. I demanded he remove it but he said no. I insisted and an argument ensued to the point where I got up, paid my part of the bill then walked out of the restaurant. He decided to stay at a hotel because he was overwhelmed and texted me about how deeply I hurt him and told me he removed the picture entirely from his phone if that would make me happy. Then went on to say I overreacted and by the looks of it, he's expecting an apology from me. After what happened? Was I the a-hole or was he? Reddit voted.
No.
You are.
Wait,
the
what?
a-hole. Am I the a-hole for not allowing family to see my daughter until after they explain why
I
she wet
did
herself?
not understand that
My
one.
daughter is 7 and autistic, partially verbal. During high stress situations she goes mute. Anyway, she went to my sister's house all happy on Friday. It was a whole family get together. I had to run and deliver some packages. I was gone for like half an hour. Anyway, when I got back she was in different clothes and very clearly upset. I asked what happened and my sister told me she wet herself after she couldn't have a chocolate pop. Now, here's the thing with my girl. She would never wet herself purposefully. She has extreme anxiety surrounding her toileting, to the point of therapy. I don't know what this anxiety is caused by, but it's pretty severe. She was clearly very distressed so I just took her home. In the car she broke down sobbing, but was unable to tell me what happened. As soon as we got home she took herself upstairs and put a pull-up on, pull-ups being accessible for her as a recommendation, so she has more control over herself, and has been super cuddly since. She hasn't been using her OB devices or signing at all. She has 2 therapists and she's due to see them both in the next week to see if they'll be able to help me understand what happened. Family have been awful. My sister, mainly, who is still claiming that she was being a brat and is doing this all for attention. I've since told every family member they will not be seeing her or me until the truth has been told. Which may be overkill, but I don't think my daughter would want to see anyone anyway. Obviously this has upset a lot of people, especially those who don't know what happened. I'm standing by my statement. If my sister won't tell me off her own back, pressure from other family members may help her along. I'm slightly concerned I'm being a major ass, though to those who want to see her and now can. I'm starting to feel quite bad, despite having explained my situation in full. Am I the hash here? ETA, I am my daughter's father. Although I do appreciate the mama bear comments lol. Reddit voted. You are not. The
Yeah,
a-hole.
no. That was not an
Am I the
a-hole.
a-hole for blowing up at my wife for going to her gender reveal appointment without me? My wife and I are expecting our first baby together. We made an appointment to find out the gender of the baby. To me, this is very important. I had hopes for a boy. Unfortunately, the day of the doctor's appointment I had to attend my friend's birthday that I remembered last minute. I asked my wife if we could cancel the appointment and go another day, but she looked shocked that I even considered canceling the appointment and going to my friend's birthday. I said I had no choice. She said canceling the doctor's appointment was
that's
off
just
the
being a
table
good
because
dad,
these
man.
appointments are restricted to specific time and date and we can't miss it so she'll go alone. I told her no because that'd be selfish of her and besides this will ruin the news of finding out if the baby is a boy or a girl. She cut the discussion and told me to go to the birthday party. I did then later found out she didn't cancel the appointment and went with her mom. I came home seething and blew up at her. I started arguing with her about going behind my back and doing this without me. She said it wasn't her fault I prioritized a party over my child. I told her I didn't prioritize anything. She literally could have canceled and we would have went another day, but clearly, she was trying to steer the fight to a direction where I look like the neglectful and irresponsible one. We fought some, then she said I'm probably angry with her because it's a girl, but I responded that she was wrong. She went outside the room claiming I was stressing her out. Now acts like I owe her an apology on top of everything else, but I feel upset and like I was deceived by her. Am I the a-hole? Info. First off, Jesus, I swear I came here thinking I was somewhat justified in my frustration, but I was wrong it seems. Although I just want to point out that I did not just go to the party without telling my wife and having a discussion with her first. Also, the friend lives 2 hours away, so I had to leave at 2 and the appointment was at 4. I did not know she went, and I would have appreciated it if she at least was upfront with me about what she did. She could have said she was going anyway, but instead told me to go to the party and had me thinking she was going to cancel and reschedule. Edit for those who are speculating on the type of parent I am or will be really don't know enough to make those assumptions, so I'd appreciate
Your
it if you
child
just focus
pregnant
on
one,
the
yeah.
concept I just presented.
I bet you can hang out with your friend another time and like make
Am I
up
the
for not
a-hole
going
for
to
not wanting my
her
husband to go see
Dame's
Batman when our
birthday?
baby is due?
Hey, wait, am I the a-hole for not wanting my husband to go see Batman when our babies
A
do?
25-year-old female and my 28-year-old husband are expecting a baby. As you may know, there is a new Batman movie releasing on early March. My husband is a big fan of that kind of stuff and wants to see it opening day. The issue is that our estimated due date is exactly on that day. I know that only a fraction of babies are actually born on the exact due day, but I have always been very regular on my periods and I have a feeling that I may be one of those cases. He says it is important to see the movie the first day because of spoilers and that, even I end up having the baby that day while he is watching the movie. At worst he would arrive a few hours late and is not such a big deal. He says I am being irrational and emotional because of being pregnant. I am upset because I feel deprioritized by him. Am I the a-hole? Reddit voted. You are not the a-hole.
Wait, what?
You are not. Am I the a-hole being pregnant?
No, let's hear that one again.
25-year-old female and my 28-year-old husband, man,
Wait.
our baby is due. Me, a 25-year-old female and my 28-year-old husband are expecting a baby. As you may know, there is a new Batman movie releasing on early March. My
Yeah.
husband is a big fan of that kind of stuff and wants to see it.
Okay,
The
understandable.
issue is that our estimated due date is exactly on that day. I know that only a fraction of babies are actually born on the exact due day, but I have always been very regular on my periods and I have a feeling that I may be one of those cases. He says it is important to see the movie the first day because of spoilers and that, even I end up having the baby that day while he is watching the movie. At worst he would arrive a few hours late and is not such a big deal.
What did they put
He
you to
says I
bad
am being
merit?
irrational and
That's what
emotional
I'm
because of
saying,
being
man.
pregnant. I am upset because I feel deprioritized by him.
He
Am I the
is
a-hole?
the asshole. What?
Reddit voted. You are not the a-hole.
Don't lie to him.
Am I, a 25-year-old female, the a-hole for having my 56-year-old uncle arrested? So I moved into my apartment that I owned back in 2020. I keep to a very minimalist lifestyle, so I don't actually own very much at all, but what I do own, I like it to be a good investment for the long run. That's relevant for later. I ran into a plumbing issue that wasn't easy to fix, at least not for me who knows nothing about plumbing. I called my uncle
Call
asking if he could
Mario.
help. He came over with my aunt to take a look at what was going on, and I don't like that.
This video.
There are quite a few reasons. She took my grandmother's ring despite it being willed to me. She pushes over people to get what she wants. She uses her mother's death as an excuse, always leaving out that her father and she were, according to those who knew them then, exceptionally cruel to the mother. My uncle used to be really great until she came along, now he bends to her every whim. I digress. She comes and complains that it looks like I am dirt poor. That I have minimal furnishings and that it looks uptight. I say I'd rather make memories than have stuff and leave it there. Then she notices my silver box I keep my sterling flatware in. Now, this is just me, I spent a good year or so saving money to buy nice flatware. My reasoning was it will grow in value, I can pass it along to my children and it will, or can, last a long time. She starts asking me what's in it and I brush her off. She keeps on, as she does, and I say it's heirlooms, not true, but still. She keeps on and I break saying it's flatware. She then asks me how many place settings and I say I can't remember. She goes on to say she has this small dinner party and can she borrow it and I say no. She pouts the rest of the time. They leave with my uncle saying he needs a few tools and a specific part to fix my plumbing and he will come back later. I thank him and say bye. We arranged for about a week later for him to come back with a key I left in the lockbox since I would be working. I come home. I look around. My damn silver box is missing and I know exactly what it is. I call the police, I give all the information and show them photos I took for insurance. Long story short, my box was in their dining room when they showed up and my uncle is arrested for theft. My aunt keeps calling me, screeching at me that I am horrible for this and going to hell for giving him a criminal record. I say she should have thought about that before she made him do that, not being able to take no as an answer.
But why would they steal it? Just, what the fuck?
She threw my comment back in my face saying, I thought you wanted memories. It's just stuff. I hung up on her. Here's where I think I am the ass. My uncle only did it because of my aunt in my opinion. So I am effectively punishing someone who wouldn't have done it without the influence. Then I get mad all over again and think what a breach of trust it is and feel fine.
Make no for an answer, exactly.
Reddit voted. You are not the a-hole. Am I the a-hole for my response to my sister's boyfriend's brutal honesty? Me, a 35-year-old female sister, a 27-year-old started dating one of those quote brutally honest guys few months ago. He can be quite rude and make backhanded comments about me and the family sometimes, which is bothersome, but my sister says he's not malicious but is just the brutally honest time and we should get used to it. I visited my parents' house to celebrate my sister's birthday and my husband couldn't come with me because he was busy. After the party we all sat down for dinner and my sister's boyfriend said it was weird that my husband and I don't have kids despite being married for 6 years now. I was shocked that he brought this up, but I gave a short answer stating that it's because of infertility issues. He asked on which side and I didn't want to answer, but my sister said it's on my side. I got uncomfortable as he looked at me for a second and said that maybe not having kids now is a good thing because he thought women over 30 might produce defective babies due to age. I told him it was none of his business, but he said that he was just giving his honest opinion and that's all. I, in return, told him while maintaining eye contact.
The sister is definitely the a-hole. Like, why would she say that?
I would have farted.
Everyone
burst into laughter and my sister and her boyfriend were stunned. Few seconds later her boyfriend excused himself out and my sister followed, then sent me a text after they left saying I was mean and disrespectful towards her boyfriend and insulted him maliciously just cause he stated his honest opinion. She also said I ruined her birthday by being petty and making her boyfriend the joke of the night in front of the family.
Yeah, sister is definitely the a-hole. Like, why would you say something that's private about your sister? Like,
I think I am the a-hole, but I'm not sure.
Oh shit.
Reddit voted.
She's not your sister no more? True.
Am I the a-hole for hiding embarrassing notes in my house as a joke because I know my fiance's mom snoops? I bought a house 7
that's
years
actually
ago
kind
and
of
I met
funny.
my fiance, Al, 4 years ago. This year he moved in.
Yeah.
We're talking about making it a home for both of us. But as of now, he hasn't moved much stuff in.
According to that, number 4 is the bonus path.
When his mom comes over, she's kind of a snoop. He was used to that, but when she comes to our house, it's so uncomfortable because she's just going through my stuff. When I am bothered, she's like I was just helping with chores, etc. He says I should just let her because she has a lot of nervous energy. One thing she snooped on was actually embarrassing. In my home office, I had a little affirmation post-it note on my monitor saying I am smart, I am skilled, I am deserving of great things. It was a silly thing my therapist recommended to get me in a confident mindset before an interview. Anyway, she made a comment too about my ego.
James is online, everyone.
I had my best
James is
friend over,
online.
got wine drunk and wrote a bunch of affirmations to hide. Some were: medicine cabinet, my teeth will regrow. I am shark-like and powerful. Kitchen drawers, I know when to spoon, but I also know when to fork. I am sexy and self-assured. Work desk, I will not just frick my way to the top of the company, I will frick my way to the top of the world. Walk-in closet, I am beautiful with clothes and without. Especially without. My boobs are legendary. There were a bunch more, and my friend and I had a hilarious time writing them. Next time my mother-in-law came over, she saw a few. And she didn't acknowledge
My
them to me,
boobs
even though
are
she definitely
legendary.
started acting a little weird about me. I went to run some errands, and when I was out, she confronted Al about the notes and was trying to tell him that I seemed unstable, egotistical, and
shit.
moving in was a bad idea. She showed him the notes and he didn't really know what to make of it. He asked me and I said that they were just some silly private notes to boost my self-confidence and make myself laugh. How had she gotten them? Had she been going through my things? He said she was just tidying and saw them. And they were real weird. I was like, have you met me? You should know how weird I am. Anyway, if you don't want your mom seeing my weird stuff, you've got to stop letting her go through my stuff. He asked if I left them on purpose to annoy her, and I admitted that was kind of the joke, but I also have other weird or private stuff, so what I said about her needing to stop snooping if she didn't want to find weird crap was still for real. He said I was making stuff hard for him. His mom was really protective and adjusting to him moving in with a girlfriend for the first time, and I was agitating her on purpose and making her think I wouldn't be a good partner, when he wanted her to have the opposite impression of me. Am I the a-hole for the note prank? Reddit voted.
No.
You are not.
That was kind of funny. That was kind of funny.
Am I the a-hole for tipping our waitress $20 despite her poor service, because my date was playing a game with her tips? I met a guy on a dating app, we hit it off and we arranged for our first date. Things were going well, we had sat down and had started some small chat. Our waitress comes over asking us what we want to order. I say what I want and gesture to him so he can order. He orders.
That was great, that's true, that was great.
On the table. He says this is your tip. Every time you mess up, I take some away. The waitress looked nervous immediately. I'm sitting there a bit shocked, but mostly embarrassed because I wasn't expecting this. She must have been new as well, because she did spill some drinks on our table that night, gave us the wrong food, and overall just seemed lost. He took away $13. I asked him why he thought doing tips this way was a good idea. He said it was the best way to ensure good service. When I disagreed, he said can't always be nice to these people. It's not a respectable job. I decided then that I wanted nothing to do with him, and called the waitress over to get the bill. I slapped a $20 bill in her hand and got up to pay for my own meal. Later that night he had demanded to know why I had given her the tip despite her poor service, and I told him it's because he decided to treat her livelihood like it was a game. He said because of me she'll never improve her service and that I'm just a people pleaser. I blocked him, but I've wondered ever since if that was really the right thing to do. Am I the a-hole? Reddit voted. You are not the a-hole. Am I the a-hole for bluntly telling a woman it's dangerous to put essential oils in sensitive areas?
What happened?
My uncle's new girlfriend
What
came to family dinner the
What
other
happened?
night,
I did it! Wow!
She is super into essential oils, which is very viral-inducing for me, but I didn't say anything about it or show that I found it annoying at first. I bit my tongue while she went on about putting them in her water. You should not be ingesting essential oils, and rubbing them on pressure points.
Wait, she was ingesting them?
But then she brought up that they can be super good for yeast infections. I looked at her super horrified and asked, you mean you're putting them down there? And she said yes, you just insert a few drops and it clears up right away. I told her this was very dangerous and could cause chemical burns as well as throwing off your vaginal pH and potentially causing other infections. She said, oh no, you don't have to worry about that, they're all natural. To which I replied, so is poison ivy, but I wouldn't suggest shoving it up your vagina. She just looked kind of shocked. My sister laughed and my aunt said, well, she has a point.
Guys, I don't know what's happening right now.
It was rude and crass. Which I didn't think so, because she's the one who started talking about yeast infections at a family dinner. Certainly saying the word vagina is less crass than that. Reddit voted. You are not the a-hole. Am I the a-hole for laughing hysterically after a date kept insisting to me that women have periods from their butts? Throwaway.
What?
There was this guy, a 22-year-old
Oh, I would feel that one.
female have gone on a few dates
I
within
didn't
the past
go
couple
with
of
that.
months. He's nice, and so far we've only progressed to going on public dates, but about a week ago we finally decided to have a nice date at my place. Since it was going to be at my place, I let him know before that I was on my period because I wasn't sure what expectations he had or where his boundaries were yet, and we agreed to just have a nice takeout dinner and watch a movie. He comes over and we eat and sit down on the couch to pick a movie. When he says that it sucked that I was on my period, then he said how he thought it was so strange that women give birth through the vagina but have periods from their butts. This was a completely unpromoted statement from him, and I'm still not sure how we got on the topic, to be honest. I asked him what he meant by that, and he said again exactly what he had said before. I kind of smiled, assuming he was very much just joking, and said oh yeah, so weird, thinking that he was going to start laughing soon to end the joke. He didn't, and instead started to talk about his first and only girlfriend he'd had in high school and how she used to complain about bad period poops all the time. At this point I ask him if he is being serious, and he looks a little confused and says
That's what I'm
I asked him
asking,
to
man.
explain how he came to that conclusion, and he explained that his first experience being around periods was the high school girlfriend, and before then he had never received or seen much information. He understood it was something that happened inside the body and that blood came out somewhere, but assumed it came out of the vagina until he heard her complaining and realized it actually came out of the butt. It was very unexpected coming from a 22-year-old man. I somehow managed to keep my composure when I told him that periods do in fact come out of the vagina and not butts. He looked confused and then a little frustrated and started insisting to me that was wrong and then kept saying, "Are you sure?" As if I was confused about where it came out of my own body. I explained to him the anatomy of it.
Are you sure? Like, are you sure that that's where it comes from?
Like that.
Nah, you could never know. It's not like you have it.
He just could not understand, no matter how many times I tried to explain it to him, that he had just simply come to the wrong conclusion and misinterpreted his girlfriend's words. The whole situation became so much that I started to laugh. I was doubled over, clutching my stomach, crying, laughing over this whole debacle, and he sat there red-faced, continuing to try and argue with me. Eventually he said he was ready to leave and did before we could watch a movie. I felt bad for laughing after he left because I could tell that had been when he decided to leave, and he also texted me later that night to say he had done a little bit of research on his own and that he was no longer interested in pursuing any sort of relationship because he couldn't stand to be with someone who laughed at someone for not understanding. Am I the a-hole?
Oh, the shadow lady! Guys!
Reddit voted. You are not the a-hole. Am I the a-hole for ruining my work colleague's wedding and getting them arrested? The title sounds bad, but hear me out.
I don't even know who she
A
is.
38-year-old female had two work colleagues, Mary and Adam, both in their late 20s, early 30s. Mary started in the company first and then she got Adam to join. They worked in different departments and Mary was in mine. Later, Mary left the company to pursue another career.
Is there the girl on his Google first? Good idea.
38-year-old arrested.
Oh wait, am I the asshole for ruining my work colleague's wedding and getting them arrested? Okay.
The title sounds bad, but hear me out.
Yeah.
A 38-year-old female had two work colleagues, Mary and Adam, both in their late 20s, early 30s. Mary started in the company first and then she got Adam to join. They worked in different departments and Mary was in mine. Later, Mary left the company to pursue another career. When they started at the company, they were already married for a few years. Now Mary is the kindest and loveliest person I've ever met. She was always polite, helpful, and would cheer anyone up. We missed her dearly. So it came to a shock when we found out she was divorcing Adam because he has cheated on her. I have called her to express how sorry I am that this has happened to her, and we were talking almost daily ever since. I was impressed how well Mary holds herself in such a situation. She wouldn't badmouth Adam, and the only thing she mentioned was how her wedding dress and a few family heirlooms went missing when she was moving her stuff from their apartment. She thought they might be misplaced in a different box and will turn up eventually. A few years passed. I now work in the same department as Adam.
Wait, this
She
is
is a good
actually
work
her?
colleague but can be dismissive and
Wait,
ignorant
what? I
sometimes.
was not paying attention.
Adam invited me to his wedding with the lady, Chelsea, he cheated on Mary with. As the entire department was invited, I said yes, making sure Mary is okay with this. I've also told her where the wedding will be. It's not too far from where she lives and we could go for some drinks after if she wanted to on the day of Adam's wedding. I have noticed that Chelsea is wearing a similar dress that Mary worn in the photos of hers and Adam's wedding years ago. So without thinking, I have snapped a picture and sent it to Mary with a caption saying, "Doesn't this dress looks familiar?" Mary saw the message but she didn't respond, and about an hour later the police showed up at the venue. I need to add, the police in our country is ruthless and any theft is considered a criminal matter for the police to deal with. Police has asked Chelsea to take the dress and all the jewelry off. Chelsea refused and started arguing with them, and then Adam joined in. As they were rude to the police, they were taken to the police station. Everyone at the wedding had to leave. I have tried to call Mary but she wouldn't pick up the phone. As we found out later, Chelsea was wearing Mary's wedding dress and her heirlooms. Mary spotted them on her in the picture I sent to her and called the police. Apparently, she has previously asked Adam if he had them, and he declined, saying he never saw them. So after she saw the picture she knew he was lying and stole them. Chelsea had to leave the wedding dress and jewelry at the police station and go home wearing her underwear and Adam's jacket after they were bailed out. Yesterday Adam returned to the office and went completely mental at me, blaming me for sending a picture to Mary and ruining his wedding. He would also call me an a-hole for what I did. Reddit voted. You are not the a-hole.
I don't understand that one.
Am I the a-hole
Let's
for telling my
concentrate in the
husband's female
parkour.
friend he might be your best friend but you're not his?
Even even clothes. That's the only thing that I heard. Like, inner underwear and a jacket, man. What the fuck? By the way, my husband's female friend, he might be your best friend, but you're not his.
Long story short, my husband has one of those female friends, I'll call her Sarah. Her and I get along fine, but every once in a while she'll make a comment or sit a little too close or touch him a lot, or compete with me on how close they are, or how well she knows him. She's one in a big group of about 11 friends. I've talked to my husband about her several times, but it's so many added up microactions that it's hard to tell her off for one singular thing, without looking crazy. Well, this past weekend, the group of friends got together for the
James,
first
are you
time
still
since we're
there?
now all boosted.
James,
My husband and I eloped a few weeks ago, and this was the first time most were seeing us since. Sarah came right up and got in our face as the group was congratulating us to tell my husband how disappointed she was in him for not telling her about our ceremony, not inviting her, not even sending her a photo. He told her nobody except our parents knew, nobody was invited, and we don't have our professional photos back. This girl started sobbing. How could he do this to her? That she wanted him to be her man of honor when she gets married. She's single, and he didn't even invite her to his, and their friendship now needed some serious TLC to recover. This is in front of a whole group. I couldn't take it anymore and said he might be your best friend, but you're not his, and this was between me and him. You were not even a consideration. There were so frostios from the crowd, and she left the house. The crowd is split. They were all my husband's friends before I came into the picture, and some think it was uncalled for and that I should have just let my husband handle it. I was mad in the moment, but now I don't know. Too far? TLDR, I told my husband's female friend she wasn't his best friend and embarrassed her in front of all her friends. Am I the a-hole? Reddit voted. You are not the a-hole. Am I the a-hole for quote emasculating my husband and refusing to make my parents apologize for it? Me, a 28-year-old female, and my husband, a 29-year-old male, have been married for 5 years. My husband was a nurse until he told me he wanted to become a doctor. I was fully supportive, and he is now in his first year of medical school. I have been supporting the both of us as he cannot work while in school, but recently found out our rent was being raised by $500 at the end of our contract in April. This was honestly the last straw as it pushed us past where we were financially comfortable, so I raised the idea of us buying a home. This had been a conversation for years, but my husband had always said we could after he had paid off his school debt from nursing, paid off early 2020. I asked my mother, real estate agent, who told me that with what we'd be paying, it would be better for that money to go towards mortgage repayments and not rent. I brought this all up to my husband, who shut it down almost immediately. He told me our agreement was to wait until he had paid off all his debt. I told him that was for nursing and that he was in school for 6 years, which was hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of debt, and some doctors don't pay off their debt for 20 plus years. I told him I had been supportive of this career change and by financially supporting the household, but that it was the best financial decision for us, but also relieved the financial burden for me. I brought up the savings we had for our deposit and how we could afford something small and modest within budget, but he told me it was in our interest to use that money to pay off his loan.
You have got to be
I asked him
kidding.
if he realized the financial burden this would put on me, but he said it was temporary and
that's
eventually he'd
so
make more than me, so it would be even, and I'd agreed to this.
I hate
My mother called
everyone.
and asked if we were going to look into buying a house, but I told her we weren't, and we'd be looking for somewhere cheaper to rent instead. She insisted we at least
too.
consider it because it made the
Should've.
most financial sense, and asked if it was because we didn't have a down deposit. I told her that we were probably going to use that to pay off my husband's debt, and he didn't want more debt until he was debt-free from student
I heard
loans.
that and I was like,
Days
what the
later,
fuck?
my mother and father came for lunch and told us they had news. They offered to gift us the down deposit of a home. I was over the moon and shocked by the offer. Once they left, my husband exploded on me, claiming I emasculated him and made him look bad in front of my parents. I told him I never asked for this, but we should take it as it was a privilege most people don't get and would relieve so much financial burden on me. He refuses to talk to me or my parents until we apologize for shaming/emasculating him, but I refused to. I apologized but told him I wouldn't make my parents as they'd done nothing wrong. Am I the a-hole?
I don't
Reddit voted.
think so.
You are not the a-hole.
I don't know.
Am I the a-hole for laughing at my girlfriend because she texted her boss that she wished he was her dad? She started a new job about 6 months ago. She always talks about her boss. She has a good relationship with
What
him,
is
and it's the
James
first good
doing
job she
here?
landed after leaving college. We were getting drunk and I was almost asleep when she texted her boss that she wished he had been her dad. She then realized what she had done and shook me awake and showed me the text. I couldn't stop myself from laughing loudly. Her boss saw the text and texted back, "Okay, thanks," and I saw that and I laughed again. We went to sleep and she woke up and apologized to him. She is very upset with me and she is even more embarrassed now. She is mortified about what he will think of her if even her own girlfriend laughed at her, and she said she hated how I reacted and it was not funny at all. I feel really guilty because I know that her relationship with her dad is terrible, and even if I was drunk I should have had the sense to not laugh like a child when she was showing me something like embarrassing. Am I the a-hole for continuing a lawsuit against someone's estate, knowing it will destroy their family? Between the ages of 12 to 17, my mother was moving me from one psychologist or therapist to another, claiming they weren't a good fit for me. I found out years after that she was offering them cash under the table to tell her what I was saying, and probe me on particular issues she had covered up, to determine how much I knew or suspected. When they refused, she switched them. I found out a few years ago that the last guy she took me to, ages 15 and a half onward, a psychiatrist she left me with for over a year, not only did take the extra money to tell her what I was sharing, which I already kinda knew, but the medication he put me on was at her request. There was no medical reason for me to be on any medication, and on top of that, the medication mix I was prescribed was a no-no to combine due to serious counteracting. The medication had a demonstratively harmful effect on my general health, with side effects I still suffer to this day. I lawyered up.
Doesn't that remind you of that one movie, Run, I think it was called?
To sue the living hell out of him. Realistically, conservatively we are looking at a mid/high seven figures amount. A few weeks ago, he had a heart attack and died. I ran into maybe was ambushed by his widow recently. She was remarkably collected, maybe numb, and informed me that she did not have the mental bandwidth to handle this lawsuit as she is grieving and taking care of the kids. 2 kids
I failed this jump, I'm gonna cry.
years old, I believe, as he was the sole breadwinner. She also let me know that they did not have the ability to pay out the amount the lawsuit would probably settle for, and she would have to drain college funds and sell their family house, cabin house, and a place that houses her parents, leaving them, herself, and the kids homeless. She begged me to accept a much lower settlement offer, and not rob her kids of not only their father but also their childhood home, all of their memories, and their future. Here's where I could be the a-hole. I told her no. Nothing else, looked in her eyes, and just said no. From what my lawyer advised me, you do not engage in conversations with people you are legally opposing. I started walking away, and she teared up, saying his heart attack was from the stress.
Guys, I don't know what James is doing. See, I just wasn't. Yeah, James, great job, great job, great job. Yeah, I'm understanding. Don't worry about it. I got bored of the things. Like, the first one was definitely something that I'm still thinking about, and I can't get it off my head. I'm still thinking about the first one. Like, fuck. Man, I can't. Come back. Oh, you're so annoying. Do you wanna do the bonus path? I don't have to do the bonus path. I just needed one more. No, I don't want to do the helpful dolphins. I really don't want to do the helpful dolphins. Okay. Okay. I really didn't need to do the helpful dolphins. There was really no need for me to do the helpful dolphins. But yeah, okay, sure. I don't think I'll ever be able to forget about that first one. Like, I was not... Wait. Guys? Can end up having that first story in my head sleep. That is so true. Now, what do I do after that? After that, that's what I told you. Yeah, okay, but what do I do after that? Okay, here. Fuck. Here. Here, fuck, I...
sparkles like new.
James. What do I do? Guys. What did I just do? What did I just do? It's like, and then here, and then... Fuck. Guys, did you see that? I had no idea I had those powers. Oh my gosh. I didn't get the toilet grenade. Oh my gosh. Oh, saved it. Fuck. You know what the worst part about this is? That he's waiting for me there. So I can't just use my teleportation scroll and fuck off. I have to actually make it. You got this? Oh my gosh. That's the worst part about this, that I have to actually make this jump. This stupid slow. Now I'm a fast boy. I'm a fast boy. Look at me. Fast. You don't know me, James. I'm a fast boy. Huh. I'm a fast boy. Oh God, I've got this. Okay. No, okay. That's fine. That's okay. That's okay. Okay. I don't know if James knows this, but I cannot see him. I crouched. I actually crouched. No, the game is one roots. Did I crouch? Why? Because they hate me. Okay. Fuck off. Sure. Guys, this is a James app hate account. Wait, one. Did you scratch too high? You went supersonic, or did a hamster explode? Well, my hamster died, so I think the first one? I'm not really sure. Okay. Option 3, I am hearing things like when you fell. No, I scream when I fall, because it's like, oh, falling, no. I. Okay, go back and see. Okay. Oh, I'm so sorry. No, it's okay. No, I'm just joking about that. Fly high hamster. Yeah, we miss my hamster. No, the hamster died like so many years ago. It's okay. I was not paying attention to what James said. I can't believe. James, wanna take a look at this great magic trick? Yeah. You wanna look at this great magic trick? Look. I just have to 1, 2. Perfect. No, that's perfect. Don't worry, hamsters die before by farting so loud. I had a heart attack. My hamster. Okay, I'm gonna tell the story of how both my hamsters died. Okay, I had 2 hamsters. Okay, one of my hamsters was named Claire. Okay, and the other one was named Vaquita. Do you know about what Vaquita means? Basically, like little cow. It was a black and white hamster. So yeah, we were like, yeah, we have no name for this hamster. Okay, let's just call it Vaquita until we just like, yeah. Let's just call it Vaquita until we get a name, and we never got a name. So yeah. But at least I didn't name it Oreo, so who's the real winner here? Let me turn up the music. I turned it down because of the Reddit thing, but now I need my music. What? I love this one actually because it's pretty simple. I don't know why I can't do it right now. It's probably because James is just there and it's bragging about his parkour skills. Okay, there you go. I know. Let's see if James wants to. Okay, whatever. What's it again? Oh, my hamster's death. Follower goal met? What? Who followed? What? Who followed? What do you mean follower goal met? I have no, I swear, I have no follow thing. In none of my things says that someone followed. Did I already hit this? Start new goal, I guess. Guys, we're gonna go high. Okay, we're gonna go high with this. Okay. We're halfway there, so why not? Why not? Nice afternoon. Yeah. Okay, hanging columns, and I died. I invited James to a party, and he just left me. That's not okay. That's not fair. I wanted to play with my good friend James. But no, he leaves. Oh shit. Oh, ooh, that was close. Let's go. What? James being fake? Exactly. Remember that one time Queen was being toxic to me? Yeah, this is like the same thing. Oh yeah, I actually wanted to address that. Remember that time Queen was being toxic to me? I don't know how many of you were there. But I was playing with Queen, and Queen said something, made me feel really bad. But it's okay, guys. I talked to her about it, and it's all fine. Okay, don't worry about it. We're fine. Like, if you thought it was a joke, it wasn't. But like, no, we're fine. We talked about that. I remember. Yeah. Yeah, I remember that. At first I was not 100% comfortable with her, but like now everything's fine. We're okay. Cause yeah, but yeah, that was something. But it's okay, guys. Don't worry. Queen's a great person. Just something that I did not tell her. It's none of your guys' business. I just probably should have told her that. But like, okay. Yeah, no, it's fine. No, it's fine, guys. Don't worry about it. Because we talked about it and everything's fine. So don't go and hate Queen, because Queen is actually the sweetest person in this world. And yeah, just like the messed up conversation was like, it's okay. It was fine. Like, really, don't worry about it. Queen is great. She's the best. I really couldn't have asked for a better friend. Queen is the best. Really. Bum, bum, bum. Yeah, just so you guys don't like, if you remember that stream, you're like still mad at Queen. No, it's fine. Not even I'm not even mad, because I know she didn't mean to make me feel bad, guys. So yeah, don't worry about it. Okay, that was good. It's good. It's okay. I just want to talk about that in case if I hear anyone throwing hate. No. B-Fly, no hate to Queen. Queen is genuinely the best person I've ever met. Okay? She's kind and everything. Yeah, don't worry about it. Really, no. I'm actually gonna delete that message. Okay? Don't worry about it. No, really. Really, guys. Queen is great. It was just a misunderstanding, and it was you know. Why did James just disappear? I love censorship. Okay. My muscles involuntarily flex. Will this not have what are the requirements? Oh, traits, I don't know. Okay. So what you're saying is that I'm poor. Oh, okay, that's fine. Can you stop? Can you stop? Like, please, can you stop? No. That's fine. That's fine. I don't want any Queen haters in my chat. If you're a Queen hater, leave. I will defend Queen with my life. Oh, set. Yeah, okay, guys. We're gonna play. We're not gonna see you guys. B-Fly. You need to stop. You need to stop. Like, actually. Gently. No. You need to stop. I will unmod you for that. I will unmod you. But something bugs me about the way. Guys, this is only up in Minecraft. Have you ever seen that? I bet you haven't. Probably seen that. I'm not sure. Only up in Minecraft. Because I cannot buy the real game. Fuck. What this reminded me of? This reminded me of like I don't know if you guys ever saw this, but I did because I was a big fan of them at the time. But one time I think Saikuno, Valkyrie, Toast, and all of them were playing like Among Us, like what else were they playing? And then I don't know why Saikuno ended up crying, and everyone was so mad and pissed at Ray and Toast because they were like, "Oh, why would you make Saikuno cry?" and yeah, that was funny. I never know where to go here. Like, this should be the obvious, like, yeah, you go here. But then they hit you with this. What am I supposed to do here? Because that's not a possible jump. But hardly not the turn is mine. The made from heaven, sent from above. Looks like it's got a little. Can someone tell me where I should go from this place? Because I have no idea. Like, actually, I'm just gonna. Okay. Oh. Oh. Oh, so what you're saying is that I'm an idiot. Okay. No, that's totally fine. No, that's okay. Control. All eyes on me. Guys, where am I supposed to go? Where am I supposed to go? Where? There's a sign there, and I want to read it. Ah, fuck you. So many experiments, so many mistakes. So I cannot wait. Now, where am I supposed to go? I think I know. Focus on me, nothing all that they see. Hello? I'm just gonna follow this guy. Like, you know, it's like a fella that knows what he's doing. Okay, I fell. Whatever this song is great. It's All Eyes on Me. It's based on what game is it? Bendy? Something on the ink machine. Yes. It's a great song, but it has a dark past for me, guys. It has a dark past. I've told this story so many times, but since... Oh, thank you. Okay, you're welcome. It's by Oreo, by the way, just in case. Okay. Okay, the dark past of this song is that in my school we had a singing competition, and guess who decided to enter the singing competition, guys? It was me with another friend. We joined the singing competition and we decided to sing this great song. And now every time that I hear that song, I have the urge to sing it and be better than what I was like on that year. I got first place, but like I still hate it. Burst from the shade, he hit Godzilla. I should have sang this. Then began to attack, but didn't expect to be blocked by Shaq. Proceeded to open up Candy Shack food. Card command is a blue, and he started beating up Shaq, Kilo, and Neil, and they both got fun about the Batmobile. But before he could make it back to the Bat Cave, Abraham Lincoln came, guarantees Griffin took a Nicky for the Savannah from under his hat, blew Batman away with the rat-a-tat-tat, but he ran out of bullets and he ran away because Optimus Prime came and saved the day. This is the ultimate showdown, ultimate destiny, good guys, bad guys, and explosions. Excuse me? As far as the eye can take, oh, first, congrats. Wait later. Who it will be? This is the ultimate showdown, ultimate destiny. Dun, 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 dun. Godzilla took a bite out of Optimus Prime like Ruff McRuff took a bite out of Prime. Came back covered in tire track and Jack Chan jammed that and landed on his back. Batman was injured and trying to get steady when Abraham Lincoln came back from the machete, but suddenly sounded second tripped in. Indiana Jones took him out of the whip. Godzilla had been over behind and reached for his gun, but she just couldn't find. But Jack Chan entered his heart and he missed. And Jackie Chan defended it with his fist. He jumped in the air and he did a somersault. But Abraham Lincoln tried to pole vault onto Optimus Prime, but they collided in the air and they both got hit by a carrier stare. This is the ultimate showdown, ultimate destiny, good guys, bad guys, and explosions. As far as the eye can see, and only one will survive. I wonder who it will be. This is the ultimate showdown. Oh, you have got to be kidding me. I'm not doing all that again. I'm not doing that again. I'm really not doing that again. Into the crotch. Yeah, so that's gonna be the stream for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Yeah. What is your problem? Your sushi is missing you. Okay, there was no need to tell me what's your problem, sushi app. But yeah, thank you for watching. It was so fun. Yeah, thank you for watching. Let me see if there's anyone that we can raid. If not, just leave. Just leave. Every single Power Ranger be a less person. No, there's no one that I can raid. That's fine. Okay, that's fine. But yeah, thank you all for watching. It was fun. Bye bye. 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 Have a great day. But eventually the champion stood. The rest saw the better. Mr. This is thank you for the stream. You're welcome. I probably, maybe, I don't know, but there's a possible chance that I'll do a Spanish stream later. There's a possibility, but I'm not confirming that. Okay. Thank you for watching. Bye.